You've clicked on this video because you feel like something might not be quite right. You've just become a mum and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're not feeling quite like yourself and you want to put a name to it. Or actually, this might be the first step in you looking for help. I'm Remi. I'm a doctor in obstetrics and gynecology. I'm a mother of two who also struggled in the postnatal period, and I'm building her health room to tackle just that, to focus on your physical, your mental and your social recovery after having a baby. It might take weeks, it might take months, like in my case, it might take years. In my last video, go back and have a watch, I discussed what postnatal anxiety is, how common it is, and gave you a few nuggets on those symptoms that you might be experiencing to point you in a direction for that diagnosis. In this video, I want to talk about the steps that you can start to take to start to make recovery from that anxious state to hopefully a peaceful state. It's really important to give yourself grace. Your body and your mind and your hormones have gone through such an immense change through pregnancy, delivery, and now the postnatal period, and everything is just catching up. No wonder it's rife for mental health conditions like postnatal depression, PTSD, and postnatal anxiety. But what's really important is that once you recognize these symptoms or recognize that something might be wrong, is that you ask for help. And that might look very different for you. So that might be asking for help from your partner, from your friends, and from medical professionals. Going down the route of medical professionals, if you're in the UK, you can ask for help through the GP, but if you notice or recognize some of these symptoms, you can also self-refer for talking therapy in a lot of boroughs. And I'm going to put the resource for that down below. Because in this way, you can get access to talking therapy, sometimes behavioural change therapies, to help you target those cycling thoughts that are leading to behaviours and help to combat that. It might not be perfect, but it is there. If you're someone with the means, you can also pay for cognitive behavioural therapy, and there'll be people who are well versed in tackling these conditions in the postnatal period. Aside from that, you can go to your GP, your midwife, or your health visitor to start discussing some of the symptoms you're feeling, and hopefully they can point you in the right direction. But what actually helps, and what actually helps will be different for different people. I've had patients who say talking therapies are not useful, and they much prefer medication. And medication is also something that can be used. Typically they're antidepressant-like medication, and it's prescribed by a doctor. It might take a few weeks for it to kick in, and that's where you need the social support around you at the same time. It might be that you're not ready for therapy or you're not ready for medication, and what can you do in the interim? Well, you can do more simpler things like resting, and I know it's easier said than done, but sleeping, trying to get your 8 hours, even if it's around the day, because I know baby's keeping you up. And even sometimes gentle movement can help alleviate some of that tension that you have in the body, and breathing exercises as well can help arrest some of those thoughts. Speaking to other mums, a great way for mums to boost their mood is to make friends with other mums, talk to other mums, because that can sometimes be really therapeutic to know that other women are going through what it is you're going through. And then asking for help, and not the medical type, not the type from your partner, but help around the house. Like, it can be such a stressful period where you're at home with the newborn by yourself often, and you've still got the laundry, the cooking, the cleaning to do. And if you're not in a position to outsource those, then asking for help from friends, from family, and even from your neighbours. And there isn't one size fits all. There also isn't a quick fix. It's about slow, deliberate steps to make you feel better and to make you feel like you are taking charge of your own recovery journey. So if you've watched this video, I want you to go away and think about a support plan. What can you do this week to put in place to help start moving you from that place of anxiety and surviving to peace and thriving? What can you do to get you closer to feeling back to yourself, or even better than your previous self? And that might be calling your GP, talking to your partner or your friends and family, looking for a local mums group where you're allowed to be vulnerable, because I think that's really important, and even booking that therapy session. If you've taken any of those actions, I want you to come back and put it in the comments. This is a safe space for mums to connect, to discuss and to share what's worked for them in this period of their lives. Being a mum, being a parent is a transition. It is a transition. And I want you to take it easy on yourself. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and also consider sharing it to someone in your network who might benefit from this. I will leave some helpful resources in the description box so you can start your journey of recovery. See you in my next video.